Hi and welcome to this lesson. So today we're going to be looking at leestekens. Technically I should make it leestekens and skryftekens, but I wanted to separate them so that you can get a quick lesson and ensure you get these marks. So this can be anywhere between 1 and 5 marks per test. So if let's say you've been struggling to get like 50%, 60, basically crack any kind of milestone, you could get all your marks just from this one question. That's why I say that it is free, because it absolutely is. All right, what should you know? You should know that lees in leestekens basically means read. What makes something readable? Okay, because without those things, then it's not readable, or you're not sure, or you need the person who wrote it to give you a little bit of context. So that's technically what leestekens are about. You already know these things. Punt, full stop, komma punt, vraagteken, uitroepteken, aandagstreep, hakies, dubbel. You already know these things already. So it's about how you use them in order to make the text readable. You'll also need to know hoofletters, but hoofletters comes under skryftekens, but sometimes they love to ask them together, which is one of the examples that I'm going to show you. All right, let's quickly practice. My boetie hou van pap, melk and suiker. So if you are a native Afrikaans speaker, you will immediately pick up what's wrong with this sentence. But if you're not, you need to be able to at least apply stompie rules in order for you to basically get a grip of what's going on. But one thing that should be blaringly obvious is the fact that there's no full stop, there is no capital letter, and you need to basically scrutinize the sentence a little bit better to see if what else is missing. And in this case, it's a comma, because it says my boetie hou van pap, melk and suiker. So you mentioned 3 items, but there's only one in. So, and pap and milk, they are not together. So a list of things is being mentioned. So that's how you know that you need to get a comma in order to break them apart. So like I said, there are 3 things missing. You'll be able to pick them up immediately if you're a native speaker. Here are the places where the information is missing. So this is what the sentence will look like after you've corrected it, and this will ensure that you get your 3 marks. Now let's use real examples. So I got these examples from past papers. The first one says, skryf die volgende sin oor en vul die korrekte leestekens in. Now, I've seen people get 0 for this question, which is so unnecessary because it counts 4 whole marks. So if your test is out of 40, you are missing an entire 10% of your test because of this. Okay, so they only ask for leestekens, which means that you don't have to also look for capital letters, but there is a capital letter missing, which I'll show you just now. So Lucas Andrews sê die droogte is baie ernstig. So there's a couple of things missing, but one thing to note is that as soon as you hear or see the word say in a sentence, especially if there's like a subject in front of it, you need to kind of question whether it's a direct and indirect type of a situation. And in this case, it was. So one thing that I can tell you is that you need to read it over and over again just to see if it sounds right the way that you're saying it. So here are the missing items. So say, you know that it starts something regarding direct and indirect. So you need that double punt over here. And then D is the start of the direct sentence. So that needs a capital letter. And there's no full stop. So you need a full stop for the sentence. Also, you need inverted commas because it is a direct sentence. All right. The only way that they can catch you on this particular sentence is if here they had said, Lucas Andrews sê dat die droogte baie ernstig is. That would have meant that this is an indirect sentence, which means that it doesn't need a full stop for the direct sentence. It also doesn't need the inverted commas. But this is a direct sentence or direct speech sentence. All right, so this is the correct way to write it. Lucas Andrews sê, double punt, aanhalingstekens, the inverted commas, die droogte is baie ernstig, full stop, aanhalingsteken to close it. Okay, so here you'd have gotten a mark here, a mark for this, a mark for the capital, a mark for that, and a mark for this. So they would have maybe given you 1 mark for the inverted commas. Next one, skryf die sin oor deur die korrekte hoofletters en leestekens in te vul. Okay, it counts 3 marks. Again, if it's a test out of 30 and you lose these 3 marks, that is 10% out of the window. Don't lose it. All right. Now, the sentence they gave you is Sal Tandi school to gaan. As you know, Tandi is a name. So you already know that that needs a capital letter. Number 2, Sal is starting with a small letter. In which world does a sentence start with a small letter? Boom, capital letter over here and capital letter over there. Now you have 2, you have to figure the third one out, and it is boom at the end because there is nothing there as well. Now, the trick is here to know what a question sounds like. So a question, in most cases, will start with the first verb, I believe. So sal is the first verb in the sentence because the original sentence would have said, Tandi sal school to gaan. So now that sal is at the beginning, it means that they are forming a question. Okay, so sal Tandi school to gaan, yes, at the end, there must be a question mark over there. That's your missing leesteken. Okay, so all 3 those things, you will see that that's what you need to fix, and this is the correct answer. Sal Tandi school to gaan. There are your 3 marks. There's your 10%. Now, instead of 40%, you have 50%, or instead of 70%, you have 80%. It makes a huge difference. Again, do you actually think that this is something that you need to study? The answer is no. You already know these things. It's just all about knowing where they should be, knowing what the sentence needs to look like, and the only way that you can know naturally what a sentence looks like is if you read a ton. If you don't read, you won't know. Okay? Or if you don't know what a normal sentence is to look like, you won't know. That's why you also need to go back to the Stompie rules and learn and be absolutely sure that a sentence looks like that and what it sounds like as well. So don't waste time not practicing this because you don't need to study it. Okay. And that's it. Okay, that's why I separated them, because you truly get most of your marks from knowing leestekens. I think the skryftekens, they basically ask it, they filter it, they kind of salt it throughout the paper. All right, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. But this is basically it. You don't need to study this. You just need to get your marks and keep it moving. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I do need a single favor though. If you've ever gotten any value from these videos, I would really love it if you could subscribe so that you can see each time that I upload. A lot of you, more than 90% of you, are not subscribed. I want to take this channel to a brand new level this year. So please subscribe so I can continue recording these videos for you to help you with your Afrikaans test. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.